Hey YouTube, this is Steel Phoenix bringing you another duel. This is game 2 between Brian and Justin. Machina Gadgets versus Lightsworn Monarch. Brian won the first duel, so Justin elects to go first. He sets one to the back row. He passes turn to Brian, who draws and summons Red Gadget. Brian uses the effect of Red Gadget to search his deck for Yellow Gadget. He shuffles, adds Yellow Gadget to his hand, and passes turn to Justin after attacking. Justin special summons Cyber Dragon, and normal summons Gale. He cuts Red Gadget's attack in half and attacks it. Main phase 2, he synchros the Cyber Dragon and the Gale for a Stardust Dragon. He sets one more to the back row and passes to Brian. Brian normal summons Gear Frame. He searches his deck for Machina Fortress and adds it to his hand. He special summons Gear Frame by discarding Red Gadget. He equips the Gear Frame to Machina Fortress and activates Solidarity. Justin chains Mystical Space Typhoon to destroy Solidarity prior to Brian's battle phase. Brian attacks Stardust with Machina Fortress, and Gear Frame is destroyed instead. Justin sets one monster and ends his turn, and Brian activates Gold Sarcophagus, putting Future Fusion in the remove from play pile. Brian summons Yellow Gadget and searches his deck for Green Gadget. He adds it to his hand, and special summons another Machina Fortress by discarding the Green Gadget. Brian attacks Justin's face down with Machina Fortress. It's Sangan. Justin searches his deck for Sangan's effect and pulls Super Nimble Mega Hamster. He shuffles the deck and adds the hamster to his hand. He takes direct attacks from Yellow Gadget and Machina Fortress. Justin sets one card to the monster zone and one to the back row, and Brian summons Scrap Recycler on his turn. He removes from play a red gadget and a green, or returns a red gadget and a green gadget from his graveyard to his deck, shuffles the deck, and draws one card with the effect of Scrap Recycler. He attacks Justin's face down with Machina Fortress, his Super Nimble Mega Hamster. Justin searches his deck for a Raikou and sets it face down. Brian attacks it with the Scrap Recycler. Justin flips it and targets Machina Fortress. Machina Fortress is destroyed, and Justin mills 2 Phoenix Wing Wind Blasts and Charge the Light Brigade. Brian uses the Machina Fortress effect to look at Justin's hand and discard Caius. Justin takes a direct attack from Yellow Gadget. In main phase 2, Brian sets one to the back row. He passes to Justin. Justin activates Pot of Avarice. He sends back Caius, Raikou, Hamster, Cyber Dragon, and Gale to his deck to draw 2 cards. He draws. He normal summons Lila and activates Heavy Storm. Brian chains his face down Book of Moon to put Lila face down Justin chains Book of Moon to throw yellow Gadget face down. Justin sets 1 to the back row, 2 to the back row, passes turn to Brian. Brian adds Future Fusion to his hand with Gold Sarcophagus effect. Brian activates Future Fusion, targeting Chimera Tech Dragon. He sends a Cyber Dragon, 2 Jinzos, and 2 Jinzo Returners to his graveyard with the effect of Future Fusion. The 2 Jinzo Returners special summon 2 Jinzos to Brian's side of the field. Brian attacks the face down Lila with Scrap Recycler, and Justin scoops. Thanks for watching, YouTube.